South Africa's president has tested positive for COVID-19 amid the spread of the Omicron variant. So Lucy Kraft is following this story, as well as other international headlines for us. Lucy, hello, good morning, and well, good evening to you.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. You recall that South Africa was where the Omicron variant was first detected back in November. Now the country's president has tested positive for the coronavirus. The office of President Cyril Ramaphosa said the leader is isolating in Cape Town with mild symptoms and is in good spirits. President Ramaphosa said he experienced symptoms after attending a memorial service over the weekend. It's unclear whether the 69-year-old leader, who is fully vaccinated, was infected with the Omicron variant, which is rapidly spreading even among those who have gotten the jab. That's an ominous sign for wealthier and more widely vaccinated countries. Only about 1/4 of South Africans have been fully vaccinated, considered high among African countries. While the mutation was first gene sequenced in South Africa, scientists suspect Omicron evolved elsewhere. Next to Haiti, where U.S. officials believe drugs and arms traffickers were behind the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse last July. The New York Times reports that President Moïse was in the midst of an anti-corruption campaign targeting some of the country's most powerful business and government figures and had been preparing to hand over a list of drug traffickers to U.S. authorities when a hit squad gunned him down at home. Haiti is believed to be the main conduit for narcotics into the U.S. Deep-rooted and endemic corruption throughout the police and judiciary have stalled an investigation into President Moïse's killing, adding to fears that high-level criminal networks could become even more entrenched. To Western Europe now, where flash floods in parts of Spain and France have killed at least one man, a 61-year-old, and inundated several homes. Spain's Ebro River in the country's north burst its banks, fed by unusually heavy rains and melting snow in the Pyrenees Mountains, which made roads impassable in an historic area about 150 miles north of Madrid. Across the border in southwest France, firefighters responded to hundreds of emergency calls and dozens were forced to evacuate. But authorities said the region escaped serious injuries and fatalities. Officials remain on high alert, with the Pyrenees at risk for avalanches. Finally, the Group of 7 nations are warning of massive consequences if Russia invades Ukraine. The G7 issued a statement during their meeting in Liverpool, England, promising that further military aggression against Ukraine risked severe cost. U.S. intelligence says a full Russian military buildup of up to 175,000 troops could launch a full-scale attack on Ukraine by early next year. Russian President Putin has demanded guarantees that NATO won't expand east. For Moscow, a nightmare scenario that could lead to alliance missiles just outside Russia's borders. Ukraine has long sought to join NATO. Washington, for its part, says it supports Ukraine's sovereignty. Anne-Marie, you'll recall that it was in 2014 when Russia seized Crimea from Ukraine, triggering sanctions from the West, but giving President Putin his biggest ever boost in popularity at home.
All right, Lucy, thank you very much.